Chicago Bears beat the Tennessee Titans 23-17 in their very first preseason game of the 2023 NFL season. So let's talk about this, people, and recap the game. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Style back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, please do hit that subscribe button down below. I promise you, you will not regret it. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms, guys. As always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so I can literally see the regular season in a distance. That's how close it is. But we got to get through preseason, obviously, right? So the first game for preseason came and went. The Bears did win the game, but obviously wins and losses pretty meaningless in preseason, right? We're looking at the main takeaways. We're looking at the things that you can kind of, pull out in terms of players that are on the bubble to make the roster, players that you're looking to make an impact, young guys, etc. So I'm going to give you guys kind of my big takeaways, pros and cons both ways for the Bears. So let's start first and foremost with the guys that did not play today, so that you guys know, obviously. And so today we did not have, and these are obviously the notable names, no Jaquan Brisker, no Chase Claypool, dealing obviously with that hamstring injury, no Terrell Smith, the rookie cornerback, no Tremaine Edmonds, no Lucas Patrick, no Nate Davis, who's been pretty much out during training camp as well, no Dante Pettis, no Yannick Ngakoue, who we just recently signed, no DeMarcus Walker, and no Mercedes Lewis. So all those guys did not play. So with that being out of the way, let's start with the good, all right? We'll start with the pros, and that is obviously starting with the offense and starting with the quarterback, Justin Fields, who had, by the numbers, a perfect day, right? 3 for 3, 129 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, obviously, the numbers were excellent, but we all know the way Justin Fields got it was a lot of yards after the catch, right? So let's just talk about this here, people. The first one was a screen pass, a wide receiver screen pass to DJ Moore, and DJ Moore took it to the house, all right? And this is what DJ Moore was brought here for. He is a difference maker. He is the A.J. Brown. He is the Stephon Diggs to the Josh Allen to the Jalen Hurts. He is going to make Justin Fields' life so much easier. And you already literally saw it now. It was like, okay, during practice, but now we're seeing it during all these preseason games. And hopefully it'll translate to regular season games. Like this sort of explosiveness we did not have on the Bears roster last year. No receiver last year could do this on the Bears. No one. This was DJ Moore, and this is why he was brought here. Second one, Justin Fields got pressure in his face, evaded the pocket, rolled out to his left, and threw a pretty, solid pass, but it was a little bit of a dump off, if you will. 10 yards, something like that. It felt like to Khalil Herbert, but it was a fairly short pass, and Khalil Herbert took it to the house, 56 yards. Okay? So I know what people are saying. They're saying, look, this did nothing to show anything about Justin Fields because these are passes behind the line of scrimmage. These are screen passes. Any quarterback should be able to make it. And in fact, I will be the first one to say the first pass to DJ Moore was a little bit behind him. It could have been a better throw. But in that same vein, I got to be honest with you guys here. We can't be having double standards. Last year, Justin Fields did not have any receivers who could give him any yards after the catch. So I'm not going to be up here faulting Justin Fields for, being able to actually have some legitimate weapons. Guys, this is exactly why we got DJ Moore. This is what we want. We want playmakers around Justin Fields, and for him to not be the only playmaker, okay? Let's make life a bit easier. We have seen Patrick Mahomes flip passes to guys, and they take it to the house, okay? So, don't give me, oh, it was just screen passes. Any quarterback could do it. Look, Justin Fields shows you, or has shown you last year, that he can hit the deep ball, that he can go deep. And so when you're asking him to take the check down in the short game, then you're saying, oh, that's all he can do? No, we can't be doing that. So not faulting Justin Fields here. This is why we needed playmakers. If you can make the game easier for your quarterback, you do so every single time. Obviously, we know Justin Fields can do way more, but sometimes you just want him to do what the defense gives him, and that's what he did today. The screen passes and evading the pressure and giving it to his playmakers and letting him play, right? Letting the playmakers do the rest. So I don't want to hear any of that criticism. Justin Fields, obviously, a great day today, and his playmakers made him look really, really good. And so that was the first thing I wanted to talk about in terms of the good. Now, in terms of the other things that I saw here, flipping real quickly to the defense here, Zach Pickens had a sack today. Love to see that from the rookie defensive lineman. He also recovered a strip sack fumble from Terrell Lewis. And shout out to the defensive line as a whole, by the way. 8 sacks today. All right, 8. I know it's a preseason game, but Terrell Lewis, 2 sacks. He also had a fantastic day. He's making his day statement to maybe make the 53. Jalen Harris, a sack and a half. Zach Pickens had a sack. Travis Gibson had a sack. Micah Baskerville had a sack. Noah Sewell had a sack. And Travis Bell had half a sack. So 8 total sacks for the Bears defensive line, who, again, it's a preseason game, but they were getting pressure today, and you love to see that. So the good today from the defense was the front defensive line. They were wrecking havoc all over the field today. So love to see that. As far as the good for the Chicago Bears, now switching over to the bad. All right, so the bad, to me, there was a decent amount of it. We'll start with Velus Jones Jr., man. Can he catch punts? Like, my goodness, let both punts bounced, got one of them, but the other one completely muffed it, all right, and he got hit, obviously. But to me, like, the leash is so short on Velus Jones Jr. here, because if this happens even once during the regular season, I don't want him returning punts. I just don't. I'm sorry. We saw it all last year. Like, I'm sorry. This might just be a failed bust draft pick. It really is. I mean, it was a 3rd-round pick. You don't want to cut those guys early, but my patience is pretty much run out here. Thankfully, it was a preseason game, but if this happens in the regular season, we can't rely on Velus Jones Jr. to return punts. You just cannot do so. All right? And he better show something as a receiver, because if he can't, do anything in the special teams punt game, then what can he do, right? So to me, that was the bad here. The other thing to talk about was the fact that P.J. Walker, man, the backup QB, he just does not look good. Not look good during training camp. Did not look good today. 4 for 8 for 19 yards, an interception. Like, I mean, we better pray that Justin Fields stays healthy, right? Any team that goes down with their starting quarterback is going to be kind of, quote unquote, in a bad position. But P.J. Walker, you just do not have any level of confidence in him at this point that he can do anything if Justin Fields, God forbid, were to get hurt. So did not have a great performance today. Was not happy at all with P.J. Walker. All right. Flipping sides real quickly here. Another good that I do want to talk about. Tyreek Stevenson, man. The rookie cornerback really had a solid debut today. 7 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass defended. Like, just making plays. Just making plays all over the field. You love to see it. I know Terrell Smith did not play today, but Tyreek Stevenson, to me, he's in the lead for that starting quarterback job, right? If we're talking about the outside spot opposite Jalen Johnson, I think he's in the lead for that, and I think he played pretty well today. So you love to see that. But yeah, overall, folks, those were kind of the good and the bad here. Again, just to recap the good, obviously, you love to see Justin Fields connecting. You love what Tyreek Stevenson brought to the game today. You love what the defensive line brought. But as far as the bad, Velus with those punts, and then Tyler Scott today also had a fumble. Didn't like to see that. And P.J. Walker just did not look good. So some good, some bad today. That's what happens in preseason. But yeah, looking forward to seeing how we perform in the next 2. I don't know if Fields in this first-team offense is going to play again. Maybe they do one more game, but I certainly don't expect to see them in the last game. But yeah, folks. So let me know what you guys think of your biggest takeaways from preseason games today. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.